Hello, good evening, everyone. Hello, good evening, children. We have a new story for tonight, and the title is Posh Rat. And you have now in episode 1, the title is A Rat of Many Colors. Are you ready? I'm gonna read it for you. A Rat of Many Colors. Long ago, before humans built London, there was just a river, surrounded by grassy hills and trees. It was the domain of fairy things that scary. I'm talking about rats. When humans began building, the rats talked to the nooks and crannies, and also underground for a while. When the humans or overgrounders, as they are called, started digging to make subways. Rats went over farther down, but like I said, that was ages ago, before this whole beautiful, bustling underground rat city existed. Who am I? And why am I telling you this? Well, get to do that in a moment. For my story started more recently, you could say it began the day I met Reginald Twitch, or Bush Rat, as he's known. Folks call him Bush Rat because of his father, Fennicus Twitch. Yes, that Fennicus Twitch, the one whose face is on the largest cheese coin, the stingy cheese marshal millionaire rat. That is Posh Rat's dad. As heir to the Twitch fortune, young Poshu was recently promoted as the underground's tube master, overseer of roads, tunnels, and waterways. This was a job in which he had no real interest. You see, Poshi didn't know quite what he wanted to be until the day we met. That is, that was the day in the underground that rat tube trains began pulling into the stations, all streaked with bright, vibrant colors. Very strange. The rat train carriages that were normally a dull silver gray were now daubed and striped in any number of the most spectacular hues. Reginald Bush's dad called him that, as newly appointed Twitch family tube master. You need to oversee the tunnel team to figure out why our trains are being ruined by these awful colors. Well, Bushi knew that to say to his father that he thought the colors looked quite nice actually. So indeed, Bushi's crew of rat workers discovered a leak in the drainage pipe beneath the overgrounders' sweet factory. Pink, blue, and bright green swirling three streams were oozing down into the main underground tube tunnel, coloring the trains as they passed beneath it. It does dazzle the eyes, Bushy said, but don't just stare. Fix the leak. In a shower of sparks, the helmeted rat workers resealed the pipe, putting a stop to colored Ozzy. We're done, sir. Maybe may we be on our way? The worker rat said, eager to get away from any member of the Twitch family, Pushy included. Well, the pipe looked secure, so you. Before Pushy could finish his sentence, the crew of rat workers had scurried off. Alone in the tunnel, Pushy was about to leave when he noticed a cracked light coming from above the, the Jastrabird pipe. Help us! Pushy faintly heard small voices coming from behind the crack. He poked upward with his walking cane, and earthy tunnel ceiling crumbled a bit to reveal even more bright light. Pocketing his white gloves, Bushy climbed up the dirt wall toward the bright light. He poked his head through the hole and into what certainly looked like the inside of a laboratory. Indeed, it was a workroom in the Overgrounders Sweets factory, labeled boxes of lollipops, tubs of cotton candy, and jars of sparkling colorful treats sat in rows among the test tubes. Gadgets with dials and science equipment, and there on the desk, by the tubs of colored gumball, stood a cage crowded with rats. Lab rats, Bushy said as he blinked. Help us! The caged rats implored to the handsome rat with a tall top hat poking up from the floor. These lab rats were all brightly colored yellow, orange, red, purple, neon pink, sky blue, bright white, and minty green. The neon pink one is me, as I promised to explain. I am also a rat. My name is Pinkerton Barnes. Yes, I know, a pink rat named Pinkerton. Laugh if you must. I wasn't born this pink, mind you. I have a much more dignified flamingo shade beneath this neon gumball color. Anyway, I used to be free, but one day I got captured by the human overgrounders for experiment. Now I'm a lab rat with all these others. Can you imagine? It's quite embarrassing, really. So here we are in the presence of an actual Twitch. We recognized him from the telly. Though no one liked the Twitch as much, we couldn't deny his handsome looks. His black eyes twinkled in the glare of the laboratory lights. Your different bright colors, it seemed she had a wonderful way of stating the obvious. I spoke to him with my pink hands on the bars. We're being held here by the overgrounders. They're testing the gumball colors on our fair. It's downright undignified. Well, yes, it is, Bushy said, rubbing his clean gray chin in through. You were all caught through. Come on, come now. I felt myself getting flushed as I stood up for myself and my fellow prisoners. You're not so push as to think there are rats who deserve this sort of treatment. Posh rat clambered out of the hole in the floor and onto the table where our cage sat. He stood close enough for me to appreciate the fine hand stitching of his three-piece wall suit. Sir, have a heart, the blue rat said. We haven't seen our families in months, said the green. Oh, he won't help us. He's too posh, the purple rat scowled. No Twitch would save us lowly street rat. Reginald Posh Rat Twitch paused to look at us, but at last the rat turned and let his climbing rope uncoil from the table of the floor. Yes, that's right. Go home to your father's piles of cheese coins. The red rat jeered as Poshy began to lower himself down from the table. Wait, I said. You don't have to be like all the other Twitches, you know. You don't have to be like your father. Bushy's brow whiskers flattened. There was now a different twinkle in his eye. I knew gotten to him. Bushy pulled himself back up onto the table and over to our cage. With the flair of a seasoned swordsman, he flipped open the latch with his cane, and I thrusted the cage door wide open. Harry, he said, I hear footsteps. Like a squeaking rainbow waterfall, we all scurried out of our cage, down the rope, and through the hole in the floor where Bushy had entered. The rats all hurried off in different directions, leaving just Posh and me standing face to face in the tunnel. I took his impeccably manicured paw in my paw. Sir, take me with you. You'll need an assistant, I imagine. An assistant? He said, tilting his head. Well, of course, I replied, smiling. Every hero needs a sidekick. The end. That's our story for today. And tomorrow, we have another story. Thank you for watching.